And since you have been awarded for social impact, what was the biggest assumption that you had to unlearn to get here?
Well, the biggest assumption to unlearn was we often educated people think that we know all. But when we go to the field, when we sit with the community, then we realize we know very little about this knowledge information. They know better than us. The community wisdom is much more stronger and better than us. So that was the biggest unlearning, that we know all. No, we don't know all. We have to learn from them. Lots of knowledge can come from them. They are the one who can provide us the solutions of their own problem. They know better than us. So it's how do you work with them so that our learning, their learning can be combined together with a collaborative approach, so that overall development can take place. That was the biggest unlearning.
And talking about impact, so what's that one metric that you guys follow that never truly appears in the balance sheets or annual reports but matters the most?
Yeah, good question. I mean, what we follow mostly a track which is not tracked in our annual report, about how much participation community is taking place, what is their say in the decision making process, how much ownership is there, how is peer-to-peer transformation is taking place, how many new leaders are coming up, how they are taking the ownership of the activity which they are going to implement. That's what counts more. How many leadership from the community is coming up, how they are taking the ownership, how they are taking this forward on sustainability basis also, what their role in governance also. So these are the things which we really care for and measure.
Right. And let's talk about innovation. We hear that term quite a lot. So what's harder today, innovating responsibly or implementing ethically?
See, innovation is about finding solutions to problem, looking the problem from a different angle, going for creativity. That I will say it much more simpler than that. But what is harder is about ethical implementation. Okay? Then it requires equity, equality, inclusion, how it's harming the environment, what implication it will have, how it's going to become sustainable, what is the timeline, how the community will take the ownership about it. So that is the most difficult and challenging part. Implementation is always very challenging, and how do you involve the community so that it becomes sustainable? How much say they have in this entire process? How much ownership is there? How do you implement that it doesn't harm in the environment also? How it becomes sustainable? And how the equity, participation, collaboration is taking place, inclusion, whether everybody included or not. So that is much more harder these days.